agree on that. Rob, interesting story. And again, I'm going to bring Rob G in to kind of explain it. But interesting story written by a friend of the show. She's been a guest, Mary Kay Cabot, about, there was talk, Rob, is Aaron Rodgers, there's talk about will he get traded and he wants out. And the Browns came up. Obviously, they've got Baker Mayfield, but they haven't signed him to an extension. And a story came out today by Mary Kay Cabot where she was saying the Browns aren't interested in Aaron Rodgers. Are there any details I left out, Rob G? What?
Well, quick clarification. The story came out late over the weekend. We just haven't had time to get to it.
Okay.
And, when the NFL releases their schedule, it's a lot like the guys in Vegas, and Rob, you know this. If there's a line out and you see some movement like, hey, we thought Mac Jones was going to be the 3rd overall pick, and then suddenly the line shifted all the way in favor of Trey Lance, because somebody knows something,
Right.
And when the NFL schedule makers put out their primetime games, who's leading the NFL this upcoming season with the most games in primetime with 5, including a Christmas Day game, which might as well count as 6? That would be the Green Bay Packers. So they're not expecting Aaron Rodgers to be playing anywhere
100%.
but Lambeau Field.
Well, they've been saying,
100%.
The Packers have been saying they're not trading him.
And you know what?
But I'm saying the TV networks know there's no way they got the Packers on 6 times thinking he ain't going to be there. I think Rob G
I'm
is
sure
right.
they asked Green Bay, look, is there a possibility this happened? They're like, no, we're not trading him. Right?
They're saying
Doesn't
we're not giving you
but-
6 games of Jordan Love on prime time. Let me tell
God. They, right? What could they do? They'd have to put right.
Or maybe Gutekunst was like, look, this dude Jordan Love is awesome. Trust me. We're set.
Well, Chris, you just mentioned a minute ago, though, the Cleveland Browns and Mary Kay Cabot saying that, no, they're not interested in Aaron Rodgers, which would be interesting because the Browns do have 3 primetime games. So if he were to get traded to a team like Cleveland, at least we would see him on the big stage.
Yeah, look, I'm going to say this. And obviously Cleveland, people are expecting a lot. They had a great year last year. They actually played Kansas City well in the playoff game they lost. They beat Pittsburgh in a shocker, considering that they were dealing with COVID the previous week. So everybody's expecting big things from the Browns, okay? Both sides of the ball, they look pretty good. I'm sorry, and I'm from Cleveland, one of the many places I'm from. I was just there this past weekend. Browns, if you can get Aaron Rodgers, get him. Are you kidding me? Look, I like Baker Mayfield. He had a nice year. He's a good quarterback. But if you can get Aaron Rodgers, get him. You played to win the Super Bowl. Won a game that Cleveland's never won. And when Art Modell took the Browns and moved them to Baltimore, Modell had never brought a Super Bowl to Cleveland. Guess what, Rob? He brought 2 to Baltimore. Cleveland had won a championship
that was
in
their
football.
Team.
Right.
That was
it was the same team.
That was the Browns. But no doubt.
That's right. This ain't about being good. I get it. They're saying, look, Baker can be our quarterback. I mean, they haven't locked him up yet, but, they apparently are thinking Baker can be our quarterback for the next 10 years, and we will be really good. But it's not about that. You haven't won a football championship since Jim Brown was running the football, toting the mail, 1964. Get you a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, I believe, would have about at least 4 great years left, very good years left, better years than Baker Mayfield will have. If I can get Aaron Rodgers, Rob, and I can get maybe 1, maybe 2 Super Bowls out of him in these 4 years, or at least get there or have a better shot at getting there, I'm doing it.
In this NFL, as we've seen, things have changed drastically. Because we talked about it. Look at all the quarterback movement. They don't even give these guys 2 or 3 years. What are you talking? If you can upgrade, you upgrade. I mean, that's where it is. When guys get rich, they upgrade on their wives. They go out, Chris, and
Is that what happened? Did you get a big promotion somewhere during those 5 years?
She upgraded on me, I think. No. But you know what I'm saying? It happens where people upgrade, and I'm just saying, if you have an opportunity to win now because of the roster you have, and you have access and a chance. Chris, if you got to trade your entire team that you built, then of course you're not going to do it, right? That would defeat the purpose of getting Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely.
If I have to give up my defense, then now I don't have a defense. Now Aaron Rodgers is in the same situation. So that there can't be that. So I understand why a team wouldn't want to undo what they've done. It's got to work, and you got to be able to keep the nucleus and think that you still have the roster good enough to win.
Right. And it might be some draft picks. It might be
for the future, but I'm talking about now,
is,
right? Like it's got to be like
you can't break up your team. And look, the story, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rob G, was just saying that the Browns aren't even in the market. It wasn't saying, the teams have talked and they got a chance, but the Browns don't want to deal him. No, it's not that. Nothing's closed. Nothing even has been discussed. But the Browns are a team people have thought about, Rob, and they said, wow, what about the Browns? If Aaron Rodgers goes there, they're certainly a team that people would think could give Kansas City a run for its money, and some people would pick them to get to the Super Bowl next year. And so that's all it is. But Mary Kay Cabot wrote they're not even interested according to her sources. And look, again, if it's a pipe dream, okay. You don't want Baker reading that, hey, the Browns want Aaron Rodgers. But if it could be managed, and if you could get him, Rob, like you said, without giving up your squad you have right now, man, I'm sorry. I would do it, Rob. I would do it.
I get it. I understand it totally. It's about trying to win a Super Bowl. I get it. You don't care about 4 years from now.
Yep.
You don't care about that stuff. If you can get a Super Bowl, it's so hard to win. And we could just go to all kinds of sports, Chris, the Knicks, in the NBA, ask them if they would give everything to win one championship since 1973. Or ask the Dodgers that went 32 years, right, without winning. 32 years, Chris. Think about that, how long that is. And I know they were good, and they got to the World Series, and they made some other things and had exciting moments, but 32 years?
Right.
If you would have told them that you could have traded some of the young players that they have now, and they could have won a championship 15 years ago, I bet you they would have done it.
I agree. And I think, Rob, some people's line of thought is, look, we're trying to build something where we'll be good for the next 10, 15 years. Not just win a Super Bowl and with an older guy and then we fall off. Look at Philadelphia, right? Does anybody remember that Super Bowl? Nick Foles. Nick Foles is gone. Carson Wentz is gone. Doug Peterson is gone. I get it, okay? We are a society where it's what have you done for me lately? I get all that. That's fine. If the Lakers, Rob, don't win it this year, people aren't going to be, they're going to be upset. Okay, but that's inevitable, right? That's inevitable. Very few teams, Rob, are going to have what the San Antonio Spurs had or what the New England Patriots had with Tom Brady. That's just very unusual. So go get your Super Bowl when you can get it. And there's no guarantee that you're not going to, that you're going to get another chance.
Have that kind of a roster, so you do have to take advantage of it. And it's just the whole idea of upgrading. Chris, you got a nice watch. You got a big bonus at work because your ratings were through the roof or whatever, and you got a bonus. And you got a chance to upgrade your watch. You had a really nice watch, but now you got a chance to get the watch you always wanted. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the time to get it.
Right, Rob. When we got the show, 3 weeks later, you had a new car.
No, I didn't.
It is souped up.
What?
It's pimped out. And then a week after that, you walked into the studio in some $700 Gucci sneakers. I get it.
You know what? It was kind of like that. Now that I think about it, was I really flaunting it? Wow.
Yes. But hey, you upgraded. I get it. I'm with you.